Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Will Beats Games. I'm Will, and today I'm presenting something a little different. 11 games to play on Halloween. You know it's spooky season, so it's time to play some scary games. But before we get started, there's something I want to mention. I've noticed a lot of people are using AI now in their videos, and I'm not one of them. This is my real voice, and I'm a one-man team. I do all the editing myself, and I'm trying to get better with every video. So if you haven't already, help support the channel. Hit that like button, comment, or subscribe if you haven't already. So let's not waste any more time, and let's check out these scary games. Alright, and the first game we got. Ooh, this is a good one right here. Resident Evil 4, the remake, by Capcom. So the original was released on the PlayStation 2 and the GameCube, and that game was already outstanding. And this one is nothing short of a masterpiece. Not only is this one of the best games ever made, this is definitely one of the best remakes ever made. They take the original game and expand it. You play as Leon, the cop from Resident Evil 2, and this time, it's in a different setting. It's your job to save the president's daughter. And if you never tried this game, this is a must play. And especially now on Halloween. So pick this one up as soon as you can. Resident Evil 4 by Capcom. Alright, and next we got Alien Isolation by Sega and Creative Assembly. Now this game right here has been gaining a lot of value after the Romulus movie came out. The game is set 15 years after the original 1979 film, and you play as Ripley's daughter, the main character from the original movies. It's a first-person shooter, and when this game first came out, it got crapped on a bit. But to be honest, this is one of the best Alien games out there. They're actually working on a sequel to this game right now. When the aliens pop out in this game, they scare the crap out of you. So definitely try this one out if you're an Aliens fan. Alien Isolation by Sega and Creative Assembly. Alright, and the next game we got Saw, the video game by Konami. Now this game right here is kind of crappy, but if you're a fan of the movies, this game is a must play. It's a survival horror game, and you're trying to escape the hell that Jigsaw is putting you through. But the only thing that sucks about this game is that it gets very repetitive, and it has a lot of unresponsive combat. But the game is voiced by the original actor from the movie, Tobin Bell. And this one actually has some value. I got this game for like 20 bucks, and the last time I checked, this game actually goes for like over 50 bucks. Also on the PS3, so if you see this game, trust me, just pick it up. Saw, the video game by Konami. Alright, and following we got The Quarry by 2K Games and Supermassive. It's an interactive horror game, and it's by the same team that did Until Dawn, which is about to get a remake and a movie. And they also did the Dark Pictures anthology. Those are some cool games, you should check those out as well. You're gonna see a lot of familiar faces in this game. And it also has the former WCW heavyweight champion, David Arquette. The choices you make change the story as you go. These games are pretty cool right here. If you never tried them, give this one a shot. The Quarry by 2K Games and Supermassive. Alright, and the next game we got The Evil Within 2 by Bethesda and Tango Gameworks. That company doesn't exist anymore, but it's the same team that did Hi-Fi Rush on the Xbox. Very similar to Resident Evil 4 with that over-the-shoulder look, but the game adds some stealth elements in there as well. It's not perfect, but it's definitely worth checking out. The original game was made by the creators of Resident Evil. If you're a fan of survival horror games, this is a must play right here. The Evil Within 2 by Bethesda and Tango Gameworks. Alright, and next we got Dead Space by EA and Visceral Games. That's the same guys that made Dante's Inferno and The Simpsons game. They also did 007 from Russia with Love and all the Godfather games as well. Now this game right here is awesome. It's intense and it has a creepy atmosphere. It's also available on the 360 and is actually backwards compatible on the Series X. It's like Resident Evil, but in space. One of my favorite things about this game is that there's no HUD, and the life bar is actually on the character's back. And this game just actually got a remake on the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. There's also 2 sequels to this game, but I still think the first one is the best. Definitely try these games if you never played them. Dead Space by Visceral Games. Alright, and following we got Alan Wake by Remedy, the same team that did Max Payne and Control. There's a PS4 remaster to this game, and it just got a sequel on the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. It has this weird mechanic where you use a flashlight and a gun to defeat your enemies. This game kinda feels like a Stephen King movie. This one is definitely a perfect game to play in the spooky season, and is actually backwards compatible on the Series X. Alan Wake by Remedy. Alright, and next we got The Walking Dead, the Definitive Edition. Now this one right here includes all the 4 seasons as well as all the DLC, 400 days, and the Michonne side story. If you played these games on the PS3 and the Xbox, this one improves on the graphics and the gameplay. I still feel like the first season is the best, but as the story goes along, these games are actually pretty good. But if you want to play a cool game that's not that stressful, check these out for sure. The Walking Dead, the Definitive Edition. Alright, and the next game we got, Condemned, Criminal Origins. Now this game right here is exclusive to the Xbox 360, and only the sequel was released on PS3. It has a first-person perspective, but it's more focused on the melee combat. You solve mysteries like a detective, and this game gets pretty addictive after a while. It was made by Monolith, the creators of Fear 1 and 2. So this is a great game to play on Halloween. It's backwards compatible on the Series X, and that's definitely the way to go if you're gonna play it. Condemned, Criminal Origins by Sega. Alright, and the following game, Silent Hill, the HD Collection. Now this game right here over the years has gotten a lot of crap, but I put the game on to try it, and it doesn't play that bad. Well, maybe because I never played the original games. And you can actually choose from new or the old voices that were recorded for the game. And it contains Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3, the 2 best games of the franchise. It's also available on the Xbox 360 and is backwards compatible on the Series X. The Silent Hill HD Collection by Konami. Alright guys, and last but not least, we got one of my favorite Xbox 360 games right here, Left 4 Dead by Valve. That's the same team that made Portal and Half-Life. This one is a first-person shooter and is focused on the 4-player co-op. I remember putting a lot of hours on this game with a bunch of my friends. It's exclusive to the Xbox 360 and is backwards compatible on the Series X. And the best thing about this game is that the multiplayer is still active online. I didn't get to play the second one as much as the first. That's why I recommended this one. You team up with 4 of your friends and you fight off hordes of zombies. Trust me, this is a Halloween must-play right here. Left 4 Dead by Valve. Alright guys, so there you have it. That's 11 games to play on Halloween. But before we get out of here, here's some more honorable mentions. Resident Evil Origins Collection. This one contains Resident Evil 0 and the original Resident Evil Remake. Resident Evil 2, the Remake. Now this game right here is excellent. Oh man, one of the best games ever made. The Last of Us. This is the remastered version. Dead Rising by Capcom. This one is not that scary, but it's a fun zombie game. Definitely check it out. Ghostbusters, the video game, remastered. Resident Evil Village. This is the 8th Resident Evil. Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. It's a visual novel with horror elements. Dead Space 2. Just as good as the first, with more action in it. AI, The Summoning's File. Nirvana Initiative, another visual novel. And Resident Evil Biohazard, the deluxe edition. Get ready to crap your pants. Now, there was a bunch of other games that I could have mentioned, but I only like to talk about games that I actually have the physical copy for. Alright guys, so that's it. Stay tuned for more pickups, more collections, and more surprises. Again, thanks for the support. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.